Please help me to reach 500 subscribers. They say we often hurt the people we love the most. But in my case, I crossed a line I can't undo because the person I betrayed was the one who once saved me from losing everything. I still don't understand why I did it. Some people cheat because they feel neglected, trapped, or unhappy. I betrayed the man who literally brought me back to life. 3 years ago I was at my lowest. I had spent years in an abusive relationship, cut off from my family and friends, convinced no one could, or would, help me. One night, after a particularly cruel episode, I ran. I didn't know where I was going, I just ran until my legs ached and my chest burned. That's when I met Ryan. I was sitting on a curb outside a shuttered diner, drenched from the rain, crying so hard I could barely breathe. Ryan was a paramedic finishing his shift. He stopped, asked if I was okay, and when I couldn't speak, he just sat with me until I could get words out. He drove me to the ER to check my injuries, stayed by my side until I was discharged, and then took me to his sister's apartment so I wouldn't have to return to my own. The next morning he helped me file a police report, pack my things, and obtain a restraining order. Ryan didn't just save me, he rebuilt me. Over the following months we spoke every day. He never pressured me, never made me feel indebted, and when we finally started dating, it felt cinematic. I wasn't just loved, I was safe. For 2 years life with Ryan was flawless. He knew my triggers, honored my boundaries, and celebrated every small victory with me. Moving into my own apartment, returning to school, sleeping without nightmares. He was my hero, my anchor. And then I met Evan. Evan was in my psychology class. He had a quick, biting sense of humor that made even the dullest lectures bearable. At first, I didn't notice him in that way. I loved Ryan, and that love felt unshakable. But then Evan began messaging me outside of class. Jokes, memes, late night, are you awake? Texts. I told myself it was innocent, just friendly. Until one afternoon we were stuck on a group project alone. One moment we were laughing at some silly video. The next we kissed. It was like my mind shut off entirely. I didn't think about Ryan. I didn't think about the consequences. I just let it happen. The guilt hit the next morning, sharp and crushing, like realizing you've burned your own house down. I convinced myself it was a one-time mistake and even avoided Evan for a week. But then he reached out. We need to talk. That conversation led to more kisses, and soon more than kisses. I can't fully explain why I kept returning to him. I wasn't unhappy with Ryan. I wasn't neglected. Yet with Evan I felt a rush, dangerous, forbidden, intoxicating. And maybe, somewhere deep inside, I believed I didn't deserve Ryan's unwavering love, and was waiting for the moment I'd ruin it all. That moment arrived sooner than I expected. One Friday night, Ryan came home early from a double shift. I was in the shower, my phone on the counter. I didn't hear him enter. Stepping out, towel wrapped around me, I found him on the bed holding my phone. Who's Evan? My heart stopped. There is no easy answer when the person you love most looks at you that way, calm but breaking inside. Was it just once? No. Do you love him? No. Then why? I couldn't answer. I had no explanation that could make sense. Ryan didn't yell. He didn't storm out. He simply said he needed time, and that night he slept on the couch. By morning his things were gone. I tried reaching him for weeks, calls, texts, emails, all ignored. Finally his sister answered. Her voice wasn't angry, but the quiet disappointment cut deeper than any scream. A month later, Ryan agreed to meet me at a coffee shop. I thought maybe there was a chance. But when I saw him, I knew I had lost him forever. He looked different. Not angry, not hurt. Just done. I saved you once, he said softly, but I can't save you from yourself. That was the last time I spoke to him. A year has passed. Evan and I didn't last. The thrill fades fast when everything you built is rooted in lies. I've tried dating again, but every time someone shows me care or kindness, I think of Ryan. How he held me in the rain. How he fought for me when I couldn't fight for myself. And how I threw it all away. Regret isn't just a heavy weight to carry. For me, it's an echo, a constant reminder of the moment I destroyed the one thing I thought I would never lose. If I could speak to Ryan now, I'd apologize. Not to win him back, but because he deserved better. He deserved someone who recognized his love as the lifeline it was. And I let it slip through my fingers. Sometimes the deepest pain of betrayal isn't losing the person you love, it's knowing you betrayed the one who believed in you the most. And that is a guilt that never fades. Please help me to reach 500 subscribers.